Yo, what up guys? Nate Pedro Training. We're talking about knees today. So think about our knees. We want to think about how our knees are a functional part of our legs and our lower body. We got to take care of that mobility of our knees and functionality of our knees so that we can be successful as athletes. All right, starting on the ground, we're going to look at just some movements of the knee, thinking about how we can get some blood flow and get the knee warmed up, and then we'll go to some corrective stretches and movements to kind of get some mobility increased. So laying on our back, we're going to think about bringing that knee up and pumping that knee into that cycle, bringing the knee up, bringing the leg up straight, and then bringing it down. This is going to get some activation to our quad muscles, get some lengthening to our hamstrings, and we're going to cycle these for 10 reps. After 10 reps, we're going to reverse the direction, bringing the leg up straight, tucking it in, squeezing our hamstring, and then pushing it down to the bottom. Firing up our quad, bringing it up, getting our hamstrings, and then coming down. Think about those just to activate the muscles around the knee and increase some blood circulation. So now we're going to try to mobilize the knee and get a little bit of movement through it. So now here we're going to actively grab our ankle. We're going to pull our heel in as tight as we can to our butt. If you have a little knee pop and crack like I did, it's not a bad thing. Just increases some range of motion as long as that pop crack does not hurt. Holding here for 20 to 30 seconds. We're trying to increase that bend and flexion of this knee. Releasing it, doing that on both sides. Now we're going to talk about that knee and how that knee needs to be lengthened and stretched out as well. So now we're going to come up to our seated position. We're going to lean, we're going to stretch over our knee. So now this is going to be a big activator. Big thing about our knee muscle, our quadricep muscles also includes our hip flexors. So we need to activate these muscles to help take pressure off of the knees. So we're thinking about a straddle position. I'm trying to keep a big chest. I'm trying to lean over my thigh. Here I'm trying to squeeze my knee to the ground, press the back of my knee to the ground, and then I'm lifting that leg up big and tall. Trying to control that movement. Don't let your knee bend. Keep your knee straight. Activate these muscles on top of our thigh. And rep it for 10 reps. Might get a little shaky. That's good. You're firing up those muscles that help and support the knee. After we've activated our quadricep muscles, we've mobilized the ankle, the knee a little bit, we've moved it around some. Now we're going to actually stretch it and kind of put it into some tough positions that increases that mobility of it. Coming up, you're going to need some type of chair, stool, couch, some type of apparatus that we're going to be able to put our foot on. And also a towel or a pillow for a soft cushion for our knee. All right, so we have our chair. I have a towel down. I got to make sure I have some cushion, so make sure you do too. So here, I'm staying in a tall position. I can go down on one knee, down on both knees. I can hook one foot onto my chair, my couch, my stool, and then I'm going to slowly work my other leg up. If you're feeling a stretch right here, you might stay right here in this position. You might try to mobilize your hip a little bit by squeezing our butt. That's going to stretch the quad muscles and the hip flexor muscles that connect to our knee. If this is not intense enough, we're going to come up slowly, put our hands on our knees, or we can reach back and grab our apparatus behind us. Here, we're trying to extend our hips and our leg as big as we can. We're not trying to overextend from the back. I'm more thinking about pushing my butt in. Like I said, pushing my hips in, squeezing the butt helps that stretch to that quad. Your quad is what's going to help take pressure off of our knees. We're going to hold here in this extended position for 30 seconds. Then we're going to walk our hip out. We're going to push our hip out as forward and through our body as we can, trying to create a straight line from our shoulders down to our knees. Hands are on our opposite knee, and we're pressing our hips forward there. Holding for 30 seconds. So stretching out this quad muscle is going to help loosen up the knee, take pressure off of it, and hopefully relieve some pain. Then slowly release yourself by standing up, or like I did before, you can go hands down, knees down, and then slowly release that foot. Make sure you do what's comfortable for you and what works well for your body. All right, so now we continue on our apparatus. We're gonna go into another stretch to open up our hips and our knees to make sure that everything in our knees are feeling well and they're functioning well. So here, we're thinking about putting our foot up top on a stool, on our couch, or on our chair. Find that position, get our hands in support, and then we're gonna work our back knee all the way to the ground if we can. So now this, I'm going to get a big bend on my knee. I might feel some pressure on the joint, but I'm trying to stay upright with my body. I'm not trying to round my back too much. Trying to stay nice and tall and upright. We're gonna feel some movement in our front knee. We're also gonna feel this back hip. So we're stretching out our hips while we're mobilizing our knee here. Good combination. They definitely work together. Your ankles, your knees, and your hips all function together. So sometimes you're mobilizing your hips to increase the functionality of your knees. Holding here anywhere 30 seconds to a minute. I like to go about 45 seconds. Slowly release yourself. Use your chair or couch to stand up. Switch sides and go on that other side. Last one, we're just going to go into a squat hold or a low squat, Asian squat, to kind of mobilize our knee after we really warmed it up. And we're going to try to just increase the range of motion and strengthen our knees in this position. A lot of times it's not that your knees are incapable, they're maybe just a little bit weak. So if you start to strengthen the muscles around your knees, it will take pressure off of them, and in return, your knees are going to feel better. Comfortable foot position on the ground. We can have our toes slightly turned out. We're going to try to get our knees and our butt down as low as we can. I like my elbows inside my knees. I'm going to try to pull my chest upright, and I'm going to sit and hold here for 1 minute. After that minute, slowly come up. I know those legs are burning, but we've just made our knees stronger, more functional, and more capable. Give this a try. Let me know how you feel.